even after I got out of college and went to the Marine Corps, which was, that was a totally different animal in itself. My friends, Johnny Foster and Richard Bench, Johnny's lottery number was low enough that year that he would have been drafted and drafted into the Army. Richard and Johnny and I sat down one night and we were talking about it and decided that we were going to go into the Army because if we volunteered, you could kind of pick what you wanted to do, and they would, if you were eligible, that's what they would do. But if you got drafted, then it's whatever we happen to need is where you're going to be slotted. So we talked it over and decided that, oh yeah, brilliant decision that we were going to be involved in tanks. That was going to be the cool thing to do. Didn't think about the fact that when that round comes in through the turret and rattles around in there, there's not going to be anything else. But anyway, I came in from work one night and there was a case of cold beer in the refrigerator, which always was, and there was all this Marine Corps literature. And Richard and Johnny were going, well, we're going to Marine. We need to talk about this, Through the course of the case of beer, it was like, by golly, we are going to do this. And next morning, before we lost our nerve, we went to the Marine recruiter and was talking to him, made these promises to us that didn't turn out to be true, but that's just the nature of the business. And so we went, whatever day it was, went to Dallas, took our physical, took the oath, got on a plane, and flew to Charleston, and then from Charleston, they bused us to Parris Island, and that began 3 months of what were you thinking?
What the is the recruiter's giving me now? Holy I never seen a bunch of walking garbage deep in my life.
It was definitely eye-opening, never having been around somebody who had such complete control and authority over you, and realizing that education-wise, we were a lot smarter than our drill instructors were. But you had to respect them because of what they had done. When we went through boot camp, all of our drill instructors had combat experience in Vietnam. Some of them 2 or 3 tours, so you knew that they knew what it was like. But at 3 months in boot camp, there wasn't a day go by that I didn't just want to kick myself in the butt and say, what are you doing? It made you appreciate little things. I can remember thinking that how much I would enjoy just having a cup of coffee and a morning paper and being allowed to sit there and read the morning paper without somebody on your back constantly. I mean, that was at 24/7. They rode us like nobody's business. And I'm glad I did it. It taught me that I could do a lot of things that I had no idea that I could do, but you were motivated enough to do it because you knew the consequences of not doing it. It's a source of pride. Not everybody can say that they were a Marine. I can recall when we got out of boot camp and we were flying back home. When we hit DFW and we were deplaning, there was 3 Army guys that were standing at the door. And Richard and Johnny and I looked at each other and went, there's going to be a hassle because here we are in a Marine uniform. But when we got up there, much to our surprise, these guys were shaking our hands and going, man, I don't know how you could do something like that. We're just I won't say in awe, but, you know, they were impressed by it. And you're kind of going, you know, I never really thought somebody would do that, but that made you carry yourself a little bit more proud with it. And, you know, even to this day, I'm proud to say I was a Marine.